avoidance and defense rates were both not as high as they were showing when I originally was testing numbers against him. So we just went in, smacked him with Debbie, and then killed him with Dimitri. So the map is done. I think we've reset 15 times. Yeah, the Death Knight got tired of waiting. I think what actually procced it from like a mechanics standpoint is because we stood at the range of one of the mages that was in there with him. Now that mage had moved, he and everybody else in his room, with the Death Knight included, they just started going towards us. So that ended up being a really happy accident. But I'll take it. That was a really tough map. Thank goodness it's done. Let's move on to Ace Attorney. I've been jonesing to get back to this. I think we are at the conclusion of the second trial. It wasn't really a trial. It was more so shenanigans going on a boat. Yeah, so recap. Our best buddy, Kazuma, was killed on the boat. And we find out that the lady next door has a cat. And we're trying to find out exactly how she was involved in his murder. You made it back just in time. Welcome back, Steven. And everyone else. Cheers to everyone. It's time for Ace Attorney. I would have been extremely sad if we would have had to go that whole 4-hour Fire Emblem segment and not to have any progress to show for it, but we made it. We did it. We did it. Really rough. I can't wait until we've defeated Maddening. I'm going to feel very accomplished because it's been very hard. Oh, we got to turn off the jams. This is going to be a relatively short Ace Attorney segment because I do want to have time to play Among Us tonight. Just 1 second. Speaking of Among Us. Oh, I know. I actually just DM'd Storm. Funny that you mention him. Okay, so we're doing the breakdown. This is going to serve as a recap for itself. Ah, yes. For one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth. Alright, I freaking love these. So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. With what exactly? With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said, of these two prevaricators. Observation? If you remember, Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asugi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely! You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. What suggests that someone was there at the scene? Can we look at the ground? So evidence would be that the writing in oh, ink stain. Right above his midriff. So, is it gonna be something silly like not Milia, the Russian ballerina girl, kills him by accident, or he trips and falls by accident as a result of seeing her cat. And then the crewmate covers up for her because the crew knows that she's there and they like her. I feel like it's going to be something to that effect. Oh, look at this! It's some kind of ink stain. Oh, it's some kind of stain in an unusual place.
Oh my.
Yes, you're right.
That's a nice body.
It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
Ink. And look at the color, too. It's clear where this came from.
Yes!
How come there's, like, different colors on his face? You see how, like, there's, like, a darker, like, almost reddish hue, and then also, like, a very bright white part? What's up that? Seaman Stroganoff. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Eh?
Pardonnez-moi.
Oh no. Ah, yes, I don't know where the dirt come from. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain? What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform.
And I think what made it is clear.
Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright then, the evidence that proves what the stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform really is. So just making sure we didn't have an actual, like, ink bottle. Because we did see the ink bottle on the floor. It could be this, too. I'm gonna just write this because it specifically says purple ink in the description.
Yes!
Yes, it's this photograph, and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? A rather unusual color of ink, purple. Bah! Ah, the penny drops, at last. Now you see the significance. The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of the exactly the same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt. Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything. Is he covering up? I arranged everything in dead student cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I press button to make Buria do stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
Biff.
Oh. Biff, please. Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet. Biff, please, you must help me. I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. What happened here?
Please, don't tell anyone. My little one. My little furry friend.
Okay, so, yep. Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you. The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asugi's... Oh, the kitten escaped the ventilator into Mr. Asugi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor? That sucks. That's a horrible way to die. Yes, that is right. So after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers, only to find its occupant laying lifeless on the floor. She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel? The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind me.
What?
When you went to Mr. Asugi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead?
Why? I already told you. When Nina opened door to student cabin...
I was asking Miss Pavlova. Huh?
Well, Miss Pavlova?
Yeah. Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark, and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared.
I don't know. Because, like, didn't they all say that they had weird headaches or something? So that kind of, it makes me think that maybe, like, there was drugged food involved and this was a setup.
I understand, and I believe you. My head.
So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Scholz? This photograph, yes, I took this myself, you know. The cause of death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to be somewhat unnatural. What do you mean, unnatural? What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, well... If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of the photograph seems unnatural? The fact that he wrote something? Or are they going for the way he's positioned? The headband isn't flowing.
Emergency! Emergency!
This word in Russian clearly wasn't written by Kazuma, so if you're looking for something unnatural, that's the obvious point. Very true, it is certainly peculiar, but it's not what I meant by unnatural, I'm afraid. What particularly crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit? I mean to identify another point.
Oh, I see.
Imagine, if you will, losing your footing yourself. In my opinion, if you landed as the victim appears to have done here, it would be most unnatural. I'm sure you'll reach the same conclusion.
How thoughtful you are, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you for your gentle guidance.
I love that they're basically like, well, you're correct, this is unnatural, but choose something else.
Yes!
It must be here! Surely. Allow me to offer you a piece of advice regarding the pursuit of detection, my dear fellow. When noting a crucial point, it can be helpful to keep your eyes open. They were open.
Oh no.
And it can be equally helpful to use them. Sorry, I'll try that.
I think it's plain what Mr. Sholmes means by unnatural, isn't it? The word written in a foreign language beneath his fingertips, surely.
We just talked about this. Yeah, okay. You look like the sort of fellow who stumbles with some regularity. This should be an easy task. Why do I? So his hands? Oh, is it because he's balled into a fist?
Yes!
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't quite seem right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. Ah, the sword? Or was he trying to punch somebody? What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there? My dear fellow.
Mr. Sholmes, show us!
Why, of course, my dear madame. Would I dare keep you in suspense? This is what I found.
Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing. I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo, that is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? That is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Yeah, I wish we had some eggs for Kazuma. I imagined a timeline where, like, maybe we got Ryunosuke in this game, and then the next game we'd be with Kazuma or something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Steven. Uh-oh. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe! Find the answer with your own eyes. Yep. Yep.
Yes!
Miss Pavlova, on your ear there. I see that you have a crescent moon as well. Ah! What? And on your other ear? There seems to be a crescent moon missing. He's a very silly Kyoko. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose.
Rotate
Now,
the image 180 degrees.
The missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asugi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear, perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Asugi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him.
That is the truth.
But then the question is, why did Mr. Asugi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments? Oh no! Angel! No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? Oh! When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Oh, running away, the fish boat, in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible, long day. Kevin! Tarka, wait! I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. But nothing worked. Darka would not come back. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again and I was going to leave the man's cabin... Just a moment. Sorry, but... Hold on, the way it's waving looks choppy. Why is... I don't know why the Switch is like this. There we go. Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No! I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on the ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you've run away. Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. He's going to pull that cord.
Please.
He's going to tell the captain. Oh, but he was going to go in the wardrobe. That's so sad. Oh, there's no reason for this to be happening. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait, I shouted, and then... Darka jumped out of my arm and down the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... I pushed him. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. How'd you get her earring? And that's when you went to fetch help. From Seaman Stroganov, who was on duty out in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and thud on the floor, so I ran to her. She was standing in cabin door, shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Biff. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go." So you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it, so that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door? Yes. I went to cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina there. And then I found Stowaway, in wardrobe, still sleeping. Right, that's when he found me. So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the Stowaway. I closed wardrobe door and put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to write on floor. I wrote, "Woo!" so that person who found him would look inside wardrobe and find Stowaway. And tell me, what of the glass bell? It was by my feet, so I picked it up. I see. But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't know this the other half. Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway? Yes. Accordingly, the SS Burya did indeed come to an emergency halt a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. There's just one thing I still don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem?
Oh. It was what he said first that made me scared.
What he said first? What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh, she doesn't know that he's talking about Hosonaga.
He said an inspector was his friend.
Ah, yes, meaning me, who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me. So before he could pull the bell cord, I... May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? Ah! It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asugi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know.
What?
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain. But he was a man of his word. He told you he wouldn't give your secret away, and then he wouldn't have... If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have...
No! He was going to... He was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make
All
them
systems
send me
online.
back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? He was gonna open the wardrobe. We already know. It seems obvious. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was directed? He was gonna have iced coffee at 2 in the morning. First, consider the victim's location within his cabin. That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin had been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama?
Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes! If there's one thing I've learned today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So, when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at?
Take that!
Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however, what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe.
The wardrobe?
And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend. Sleeping soundly.
Ah! Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asuki's exact words last night?
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
Another opinion?
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asuki intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh no. Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asuki was looking at.
Ja.
Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Miss Pavlova? I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry.
Jail! Jail her!
What have I done?
I don't have any sympathy for her, personally. None at all. I was a fan of Kazuma, so... And so at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Burya was finally laid to rest. Yeah, we can't rely on the training wheels, Chan. True, she was scared of being ripped back to Russia, and she's only 15, right? So... it's understandable, but her rashness... got her into more trouble than she would have been in. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then? Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort it all out. Mr. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then? No, I don't think so. Look at Beef. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she'd be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. I see. I'm sorry. Seaman Stroganoff? I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. Just like Child Uwu. Except not really. I don't think he's exiled anyways. But I didn't think about you, how you lost good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. That's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but... well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? I kind of love it, though. Duh. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan. Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different. You know, I was actually thinking that the rest of the game would play out in Britain for us. But it doesn't seem like that's the case if they're going to send us back home. So, you should get back to your cabin now. Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. That's really sad. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh. Susato-san? Naruhodo-san, I didn't know you had returned. Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack, you know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. Oh, look at her eyes. I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that. Susato-san. He had such grand ideas for his visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away, just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. And it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's too much. Yeah, I know. I wish there was something I could say. Inspector! My duty was to see Asugi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. Nobody blames you, Inspector. Oh! And I'm free again now, at least. Ha 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 ha! Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo? What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that in my head I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Sorry? So I decided to restore them.
Oh my.
For old time's sake, shall we say. You are a stowaway after all. Ha 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 ha! Every time Sholmes spoke, they kept saying it like I was there being Sholmes to them. Oh no. He thinks this is funny. Mr. Sholmes? We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I do hope that he's involved in other cases, because he's a fun character. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened. What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway. The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be 1 lawyer and 1 assistant. Was to be? In light of Mr. Asuki's unfortunate death, I'm afraid this study tour can no longer go ahead. Oh, the plot chickens, guys. We're gonna be the lawyer, and Susato's gonna be our assistant.
I've been waiting for this.
So we are going to Britain,
I've been waiting for this.
is what you're telling me. Oh no. I don't care for me, but... Poor Susato-san. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. All you require is 1 lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely. But there is no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer. Qualifications, you say? Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. Oh, but... We could pick her up in Shanghai. But anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. Yes. Miss Susato? Yes? Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it? But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law? No, I'm not, but... I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But as I said, there is still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain. Mr. Naruhodo? That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in just 40 days? There's only one way to find out. It's hard. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. But why put yourself in such a difficult position? For Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. I will become a lawyer. I have to. What do you say, Miss Susato? I think it's a wonderful idea. Thank you. So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say? Are you serious? One lawyer and 1 assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, 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 it's madness. Yet, fascinating, wouldn't you agree?
Fascinating. Right?
Do you understand?
Duty and rules are all the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character. No? And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passage of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector! After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here. Oh, thank you, Inspector. Hey, Killer Kitty. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. Ooh, Kitty, we'll be playing Among Us tonight, by the way. Just so you know. You're just a Hosonaga Stan account, Cortex. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo? Hey, congrats, Killer Kitty. I hope that that's a relief. Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder. Would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer. I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant after all. Thank you. And, Mr. Naruhodo, I'd like you to take charge of this. Aww. Is he wearing it on the cover? You see, it's right there. We should have known the foreshadowing. What? Me? Are you sure? I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Karuma. Matt. It's a great sword that's been in the Asogi clan for generations. Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it always. So then, Miss Susato, it seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
Exist forever.
It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill in every spare moment with study. Yes, that's exactly what I need. But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you two. Goodness, what is it?
Please throw me to the ground. 3 times. What? I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. No matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away, and the cabin door was...
No! I won't let you make excuses for me! Whatever the circumstances, I should have never thrown you, and not just once, but 5 times!
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must! Just take hold of me and throw me! Do it! Don't even think about it!
No, I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess, I was most impressed. When did he see that? I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling.
Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jiu-jitsu technique.
Oh, apparently it's called Susato Takedown. It leaves your head swimming, believe me. How beguiling. I am a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I am a somewhat accomplished boxer. There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw?
Yes, I'd be honored!
Alright guys, give Ifrit the update while I grab another glass of wine. I'll BRB.
It's so much fun!
Okay. Did we catch up Ifrit? We're taking the barista exam. There you go. Oh my, Acting King, hello. So anyway, here's the real catch-up, Ifrit. Pavlova pushed Kazuma and he died. Because she thought he was going to report her to the captain. And in reality, he was going to go into the wardrobe and ask Ryunosuke for advice. It was all a big misunderstanding and it feels really sad because Kazuma was a pretty cool character and it stinks that he died that way. So now, they originally said, okay, we're going to send Ryunosuke back to Japan. But then Hosonaga, the inspector, mentioned the terms of this were 1 lawyer and 1 judicial assistant. So, Ryunosuke is going to step into Kazuma's shoes and be the lawyer for the agreement, and Susato is going to be our assistant. So, that's pretty much the story of how we're going to end up in Great Britain. And how the game is going to proceed. So, pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, I feel pretty bad for Kazuma, I'm not gonna lie. But he was a plot device, Chin. And I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madame.
Oh, of course. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Yeah!
As you can
see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed. And that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it?
Actually, no. That was a Susato squash.
In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. Oh. Oh, also, we got Kazuma's sword as a keepsake. Karuma? That's right, it's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Yasuki clan. I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely? Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. This is probably the last time we're gonna see the headband. I can't be parted from my katana. Karma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much help, that you would need much compelling. True! I need to find my headband, my cleaning headband. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain, and I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. Oh my god, John. Wow. I think so, Rosenlock. But because we were at sea, we couldn't get to a
Glancing
courtroom.
over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Oh dear.
My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident, I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
Oh good, he's recurring.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
She sounds weird.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
It doesn't sound like me, though, so it's a little off.
Visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy.
Oh, Susato, you better not die here.
And welcome to the centre of the world, Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
They did say it was a murder in a carriage, didn't they? Oh, God. What an incredible place! It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. They've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san. In the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity, as envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'll have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for this survey tour. Study tour, even. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. Which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here. You have officially been recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Ah, good morning. Sorry to keep you. Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted with your long voyage from Japan. It seems 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier when we're standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate. So introductions. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo, don't be a mouse! Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Ah, yes, thank you. Oh my. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, help. I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh?
We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh yes, astounded is the word.
Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san.
And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Yes, there's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that, in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Lord Chief Justice, I think you were expecting a student of law from the study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Asugi, if memory serves correct. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report of the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report this sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that is true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means the study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madame?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo. This is it then, the moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asuki. At least, that's what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say this to this man.
Mr. Naruhodo!
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but... No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details... I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short of a time period, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asugi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance, that's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. This is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asugi planned to do. Are you firmly setting on that path? Well, yes, that's my intention. I see. I like this character. He looks cool. He's like if Zell from Final Fantasy VIII was old and British. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? That's what the sideburns are for. The mutton chops. So, what form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as of yet, so this will be welcome news. Today? Straight away? If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How did I get myself into these situations? Well, could I ask what sort of trial it is, Mr. Strongheart? Yes, good question. I remember. It's a murder trial. A murder? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death? Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law. We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want to take me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asugi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I'll do it. Alright then, if I have to give you a decision now, my answer is... I can't do it! I can't get the words out! 15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. What?! Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo! I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but what could I do? It's alright. I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, but resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. What are you trying to say, madam? I think what Miss Sato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly that same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see the trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his client in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I was not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense, and if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful! But that is the truth. Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. This seems like a very circular discussion. So we told you off about why what you're telling us to do is fucked up, and then you were telling us to do it anyway. And that it's probably still a test. And that is you. I'm really his only hope? So, what do you say now?
Just do it!
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh! Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves. He's gone. The Old Bailey. If we're to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. Miss Usato, can I just ask you something? Careful! From this position, I can perform a Susato takedown in an instant. I know. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts immediately. If I need to throw you, I will. You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey.
Hurry! Hurry!
Miss Usato, can I ask you something? Oh. Fine, I won't ask about the fucking armor. Alright. So it seems like the next trial is about to heat up. I kinda want to start our Among Us lobby soon. Do we have people that have been waiting? Let me go ahead and at the peeps. I'm very curious about what this trial is going to be. But I think before we get into like the nitty-gritty details, we should probably just save it for tomorrow's stream. All right, let's set it up. So yeah, that was good. I'm happy that we finally finished the freaking dragged out Kazuma trial. Let's get the I almost called it Danganronpa. Let's get the Among Us set up. Saturday night Paingan Rompa. Ask to play. Okay, great. Hey, Malfagor. All right. Give me a quick second to gather everybody and run to the bathroom, and then we'll start. Hi, Kak. Thank you, Kak. 18 months. Oh, okay. We're going to play some Among Us, so feel free to stop by.
Hello. Just dropping this, then going to watch The Mist with some friends.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the resubscription, Kak. I really appreciate it. We'll be here playing if you want to play afterwards. Hey, Storm. I'm going to play the music and run to the bathroom, and then we're going to start. So that's the plan. Ace Attorney has been pretty good, by the way. I've been enjoying.
Where are you?
Right here, thank you. Okay, BRB.
What are you doing?